Hello. As I promised you, I would like to uh, make for you kind of short introduction to the training and explain you briefly what kind of things and concepts we were talking about during the first stage of the training Cook Your MOOC, project Cook Your MOOC that we had in Barcelona last July. Now you see on your screen um, Google Classroom application, where we developed our own page, Cook Your MOOC, and here we collected all materials that we developed within the training. And now I would like to go step by step and explain you what kind of information we were sharing with each other. I will also add you to this page, and you can go through any materials and check them once again. So let's go to the beginning of this page. So we have started our training with a discussion about the main elements of any MOOC. I hope you know that MOOC it's massive, open, online course. You can find a lot of platforms for MOOC, but we built our work on the platform Moodle. And during the training, during the second stage that you will have very soon in Holoka in Hungary, one of our trainers will explain you how to work with Moodle, and we will have kind of a technical session about this platform. So, when we were speaking about any MOOC, any MOOC or any online course, let's say, has three main elements. Of course, it's pedagogical element. Then it's technical main element, because it's online and you need different applications and platforms and so on. And also it's media element. Why? Because as I already said, it's online reality and media. It's all about videos, social media. So how to create good educational video, how to promote your MOOC. This is, I think, two key main aspects of this element, media. But if you want to go deeply to the pedagogical element, it's very important to mention that any pedagogical program has, let's say, as well, three connected aspects. The first aspect it's content. So what you would like to teach your participants, then your group, your participants, and you like online trainer who provides pedagogical content to your participants. So all these elements built our program. And during last training, we were speaking about technology, because we already started to do our MOOCs, and participants had a session about Moodle platform. Then we tackled the topic of media, mostly about how to create interesting and attractive educational videos. And during this training in Holoco, you'll speak mostly about communication. Pedagogical element. So actually, we were during the training in Barcelona, we had sessions about how to create efficient content for online reality, for whom we are going to create course. That's very important to know, because in this way we can settle right and adequate objectives for our course. And of course, we were speaking about the image of online trainer, and we had some practical sessions when our participants had a chance to record videos using teleprompter. It is very interesting tool and useful tool when you can develop the content and just read from the screen what you are going to say. And in this case, you can produce very, let's say, natural videos. No, you shouldn't have any written support. You have all on this tool teleprompter. Actually, this tool is used by presenters on TVs, so they don't learn the text, they read it, and it makes their presentation, their speech very natural and fluent. So maybe in Holoka you will also have a chance to try it. If not, ask our trainers and they will explain you what is it. Okay, let's go further. It's once again, it was the beginning of our training in Barcelona, where we're speaking about different elements that we will tackle during our training. Technological element and platforms, media, pedagogical, how to create efficient content, participants, and of course, online trainer. For communication of our course, we use different hashtags: Cook Your MOOC, Erasmus Plus, IVSorg. This is a coordinating organization of this project. EduSec, the organization that will host you in Hungary, and Intermedia KT, organization that is one of the partners of this project, and the trainers, one of the trainer also comes from this organization. Okay, so when we speak about how to create a good pedagogical design of your course, offline or online, we should to speak about competence. What is it, competence? Competence, it's what we would like to develop with our participants at the end of the course. So what kind of competencies they will gain after the course. And as you can see, competence has three main aspects. Knowledge, so we can transfer information via our MOOC. Then skills, we can ask participants to do something and train their skills. And also values. Somehow we can or attitudes also we can put here. So what is it? Values and attitudes. So somehow we can create such a content that participants will reflect on their values and attitudes towards different aspects. Later, I will explain you with an example. So it's very important for you, like a youth trainer, online educator, to understand what exactly you would like to transfer to your participants. Just information, and your MOOC will be informative. You just transfer or explain different theories, for example, or give some tips how to do something. Like now I'm speaking generally, depends on the content that you would like to develop. Or you will try to give participants some exercises and train their skills, or also you will go deeply, or maybe all three elements you would like to put into your program. So in this case, you develop competencies of participants. And competencies, as we can go to the learning series, there is a definition that competence, it's a set of knowledge, values, and skills that can be provided by that are provided by educational program in order to teach participants to solve one kind of problems. So competence, it's something that helps us to solve problems in real life. So at the beginning of your course, it's very important to to have it clear for you, like for educators, what kind of problems you would like your participant solve after your course. Okay, let's go further. And I would like to go first here. So during one of the sessions, we reflected about online and offline learning, and our participants created kind of ponchos where they wrote some examples of offline learning in their life, like where we learn offline, school, family, university, etc. And also some examples of online learning that they have attended in their lives. And the task was to find characteristics of efficient learning in offline reality and in online reality. So you can see here, no, that you can see different ponchos, go through them, and you can see that there are different examples of the online and offline learning, and also different characteristics or criteria of efficient learning in different realities, offline and online. And afterwards, we all together were reflecting about main criteria to make learning online and teaching online efficient. And here you can find kind of the list of characteristics that we created all together. So in online course, it's very important to have human connection. It can be created by videos or forums or interviews, like different ways how you can do it. Sense of empathy, common interest, peer-to-peer forms of learning and feedback, voice and choice. So where participants, what does it mean, voice and choice? Does it mean that within your online course, it's very important to create opportunities for participants to share their voices, to express their voices, and also to make a choice from the content that you prepare for them. It's very important to have structured pedagogical design, availability in any time and space, and also materials for participants, own pace, support system. The platform should be user-friendly, and also it's very important to, from the beginning, to understand what kind of outcomes you would like to get during your online educational activity. Again, what is it outcome of any learning? It's competencies, right? And we go again here. So what kind of outcomes you would like to create within your online course? Or just information, or knowledge, or just skills, or just values, or all together, all these three elements. And we also had very interesting discussion about open knowledge. Why? Because MOOC was created like a form to, like a way to share knowledge with everyone who are seeking this knowledge. And for open knowledge, it's very important to have free access, free distribution, and free modification. Here in Google Classroom, you will find the link of very interesting documentary about Aaron Swartz, the guy who was in the beginning of open knowledge and creative Creative Commons, and you will see the concept behind, not the concept, but the value behind his work, that all knowledge should be opened for if they are needed. Okay, so let's go further, then you can go step by step through the ponchos. And now, this was the first day. It was a lot of reflections. We had a lot of reflections. So here you can find the link of the documentary about Aaron Swartz that I mentioned before, and I really recommend you to go through it as well. Okay, then next day we were analyzing examples of the MOOCs. And our participants started to create the metrics of, let's say, competencies or main criteria for creating efficient online course. If you have a chance to go through these examples, you can go, but it's not, let's say, an ideal example. No, this is kind of first intents to create MOOC, and you can learn from our experience what you would like to take from it, or maybe what you would like to approve from these MOOCs. And within the training, we were developing this matrix of competencies. It was a step one because analyzing MOOCs, we defined several criteria, no, of the efficiency of MOOCs, and then participants here just were evaluating the examples that we provided for them. Okay, now I don't know why, but okay, now it's moving. So you can see here, one moment. You can see here, MOOC characteristics, and here what was done, and what wasn't done in the MOOCs that participants were analyzing. You will use these metrics for creating a matrix of competencies. That should be one of the results of our training, but and now I will not explain it because this will be your work within the training. Okay. So what else we were discussing within our training? So we had a session that we called the Ocean of e-learning, and we were speaking about different online tools and applications that you can use for online learning. But first of all, we were discussing the types of online learning. There are a lot of classifications of online learning methods and tools, but we used one of it that presents, let's say, this ocean of e-learning in 4 forms of online courses or online learning, let's say. Okay, so the first one is internet supported learning. What does it mean? Internet supported learning means that you use internet for for supporting your learning activities. It can be any tool. For example, now I'm using the tool QuickTime for recording the screen of my laptop. So and then you will learn from this video. So this QuickTime tool, QuickTime application, can be seen like one of the platforms that supports learning, right? So it's internet supported learning. Then another type, it's fully online learning. So it's when we totally learn online. Like for example, your MOOCs, it will be totally online learning because participants, in order to get your MOOC, needs to go to internet to connect, to access, and then to learn. No, so you will not present them any information offline. Everything will be running in online reality. Another type of learning, it's blended learning. It's here. Blended learning, it's like Blender, no? You know, this tool that we use for kitchen. So it's mixed learning. When, for example, you have a course and you have several stages in this course, several steps. For example, first one will be online preparation, when participants can enter to the platform and learn something online. Then you meet all together and you discuss what you learned online. And the next step will be again online learning when, for example, you ask them for some evaluation of the course. It will be blended learning because all there are different stages, and some of them are run in online reality, and some of them are run in offline reality. So that's why we call it blended. And game-based learning. So it's every game that you can find in internet, in some mobile applications, where you learn something. There are a lot of games for different ages, so it's something that's based on gaming. It's very easy, and here you can find different tools that were shared among our participants. And if you want, you can go then step by step to every tool and to discover it a bit deeply. What else? What else I would like to mention here? So I think this is a very important thing. This is we call it circle of creativity. In this circle of creativity, we try to analyze and present how we create. So, and what is the starting point of any creativity, and what is the what we need to take into account when we create things? Doesn't matter online or offline. Okay, so you can see it here. Maybe like that it's better. Yes. So first of all, we need to start from the reality scan. Yes. So in order to understand what we are going to create, we need to understand where we are right now. So what kind of resources we have in this present moment when we have motivation to create things. What kind of resources we have, what kind of needs we have, what the reality needs from us, and what will be for reality useful to get from us. This is the reality scan. So let's say scanning of the present moment of the situation where we are. Then we start to create and we start to test. One moment. No, let's go like that. No, I'm sorry. I started from the wrong point. So we scan where we are. Then it's very important to understand our vision and our values. No, so where we are going to go, what we are going to achieve. Then when we have this common vision for our team, we go to the goals. What we would like to achieve. If here we define kind of direction where we go. For example, I would like to create, for example, in my local reality, people consume a lot of plastic things. I would like to create MOOC that will help me to provide information about the harmness of plastic. My vision is to create a big online course. One moment, I will make a pause because I need to go for one moment.